WIFO-FM in Jessup. Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn & Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South First Street right here in Jessup.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jessup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Hi, I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Mandy Yeomans. At First Southern Bank, our customers are like family. As a locally owned community bank, we're dedicated to helping our clients succeed.
We have loans for every need, whether it's personal or business. We have lines of credit, auto loans, equipment loans, and of course, we offer mortgages. Stop by our bank or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. And, Bob, we got some international travelers in the studio with us this morning. What do we got going on?
Well, like we mentioned on our newscast last week, we had several young ladies go to Netherlands for world-class competition, and 3 young ladies came home with titles, and they're in the studios with us. And we'll start with Mary Nell Mosley. She's the gold medalist in both baton and rhythmic twirl. Also won 2 golds with 2 teams, senior twirl and junior dance. So, Mary Nell, we'll start with you. First of all, how do you get qualified to compete at the national level from Wayne County? How do you go about doing that?
You have to go to nationals, which is usually held at Notre Dame, and the top 3 from each division, which is like age groups, get to qualify, and it's usually every 3 years. Like the last time I went was in 2018, and then this time was supposed to be in 2020, but it just now happened because of COVID.
Gotcha. And last time you went to Norway, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I asked you before you got there, how long of a trip is it to the Netherlands? I mean, where do you fly out of?
We flew from Savannah to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to Amsterdam, which was about a 9-hour and 30-minute flight.
Unbelievable. So how many girls, when you arrived there, are competing for this title in your age group?
I think there was 14 or 15 different countries there, and usually there was 3 girls for every event, so whatever 15 times 3 is, which is like 45.
45. So 45 girls across the country are all there in your same age group and competing.
Yes, sir.
And you brought home the title. So how good of a feeling is that?
Oh, I have been waiting for this one for a long time. I was so excited, and it just felt like the best thing in the world. I was on cloud 9.
And tell us a little bit about your family. How old are you? What grade you're in high school?
I just turned 16 in June, and I just got a car. That's just really exciting. And then
I remember that.
I'm a junior in high school. I just started my junior year. My parents are Brent and Felicia Mosley, and I'm an only child, so
Where do
get
you
all
train?
the attention on me.
Where do you train?
In a little gym over there by Velocity.
Okay.
And how long have you been twirling?
I've been twirling since I was about 3 or 4.
And what made you pick up the baton? What got you interested?
My mom, she twirled, so I guess I just wanted to be like her a little bit.
Family tradition.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I know your uncle's real proud of you, Mr. Bernie.
Mr. Bernie.
Yeah. So congratulations. You also you got the individual awards, but you also said you were on 2 teams, senior twirl and junior dance. How do you get on a team nationwide?
So they qualified before I joined the team back in 2018. Not 2018, 2019. And so then me and Emily recently joined a team up in Maryland, which qualified to go. And then I got put on their small team to compete because one of the girls had an injury and the other one something was wrong with her passport, so she didn't get to go. So I kind of stepped in at the last minute and competed.
So one final question: what do you win? You win you're on a plane. Do you get the trophies, medals, ribbons? What do you get?
Oh, they were just little medals about this big.
Okay, medals. So you were able to get those on the plane.
I had them in my carry-on.
I had a picture of you winning all these big trophies.
Oh, no.
How do you get those trophies on the plane?
Where were you going to put that on the plane? Huh?
No, because we would have been screwed if we had to do that because our luggage was like 49 pounds.
Oh, boy.
Like, we were pushing it.
And what do you do in those competitions? What actually are you doing, performing? How are you competing?
They usually go by like a set system. So you just walk out when they announce your set, and like you have this table of judges sitting right in front of you, and you just kind of, they say music, and it goes beep, and then you go. So
and then you start twirling.
Do your thing.
And how
Yeah.
long of a 2-3 minutes?
Two baton is 2 minutes. Solo is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Strut is 2 minutes, and then rhythmic twirl is usually anywhere from 2 minutes to 2:30.
Do you pick out your own music?
Mm-hmm.
How many times have you been to Notre Dame for national competition?
Since 2013.
So each year since then, it has. Is there a what I want to know, because we send so many majorettes to Georgia Southern, other universities and stuff like that. Is there a reputation for Wayne County, for Jessup, at these events, because we do have so many girls that go compete national all the time?
Yeah, usually you can tell whenever you're from Wayne County because we all kind of have this look to each other, I guess you could say. But as far as majorettes, there's like a college kind of competition, but everything else is just like individual.
Okay.
Like I have different school coaches than I have like my individual coaches.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay,
right.
Let's move to the next winner, Emily Anderson, gold medalist in preteen solo baton. So, Emily, tell us how you pulled this off, and tell us a little bit about your family. How old were you? What grade you were in?
My parents are Tina and Myron Anderson. I'm 12 years old in the 7th grade at Arthur Williams Middle School. And all it took was just a little bit of practice and a lot of hard work. And I feel like I did really good for my first time at the World Championships.
This was your first time? And
yes.
You won. How did it feel?
It felt awesome. Like Marianelle said, I was on cloud 9 too.
I bet.
It was awesome.
How long have you been twirling?
Since I was 4, so about 8 years.
And what got you involved? Do you have somebody in your family that's a baton twirler? Or?
No, actually, one of my mom's friend's daughters twirled, and then we were, like, really close. So I was like, Mom, I really want to try it out. So that's just kind of how I got into the swing of it.
And was your session the same, 2 to 3 minutes of performing with batons, with music?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So how was your trip to the Netherlands?
It was awesome.
What do you take from the experience? I know you won, but what else did you take? Did you meet you meet friends? You make friends at these places? You meet people and you keep in touch with, or how's that work?
Yes, I did meet a lot of people, but I don't really know how I can get in touch with some of them. But, like, my trip was also very historical, like, and educational, because I did go to the Anne Frank house, which I thought was really cool. And then I went to a church that was in an attic, because back in the 1800s, you couldn't practice, like, Christianity. So there was an idea to have a Christian church in the attic of a house so then they could worship God.
I see. Well, that's good. See, not only did you have fun, it was educational as well.
Yes, it was really fun.
And where do you train?
I also train in Maryland with the same team Marinol trains with, Wheaton.
Right. Do you have a special teacher that helps you? Or?
Yes, I have multiple. I have Sandy Rios in California, and I also have Kathy Harris in Pennsylvania.
So how do you meet these coaches from these different states? How does that work?
Well, I did start with Joy Kennerly and Lenise Williams here in Jessup, and then it kind of branched off to Barb Neely in Virginia, and then I met Kathy Harris through Barb, and then through my team I met Miss Sandy, so it kind of just all started from...
I got you. Well, congratulations. So you got medals as well?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to the youngest of the three, Miss Emmy Peel, and let's see, got what she won here somewhere. You are the silver medalist in preteen strut. Is that correct? So what is strut? What is that? Is that something different than twirl or?
Yes, strut is different than solo or two baton. Strut, you don't toss the baton, you have to keep it in your hand. And it's really like a dance, but with baton movements in it, and you have to stay in step to the music because the music has a specific beat you have to stay in step to. And I really like strut because I can really just express myself through it. It has a lot of dance, and it's really fun for me.
So it's more dance than... You said you have to keep the baton in your hand, is that correct?
But you move it around, right?
Right, you move it around, and if you toss it, it actually is a penalty because of the rules, and it has to stay in your hand.
Does it sound like it is? Strut? Are you strutting around to the music, looking cool, dancing real good, moving the baton around, looking entertaining folks?
Yes, it's really... It's difficult because you have to really, really have good stamina for it because it's 2 minutes long and it has a bunch of body work and technique and everything in it, so you have to be really, really trained to be able to do it properly.
Well, tell us who your parents are and what grade you are in and what school do you go to.
My parents are Carrie and Rick Peel. I have my two brothers, Andy and Hattie Peel. And I am in the 6th grade, and I am a cheerleader at Arthur Williams Middle School. Okay.
You have two coaches. How many coaches do you have? She's got coaches from different states. Who are your coaches?
My coach is Dale White. He's from Ohio. And I also have two other coaches named PJ Birkin and Jonathan Birkin. And they are so amazing. They're so supportive for me, and they're just great with choreography and supporting me and everything that I do, twirling or non.
And where are they from?
They're from Ohio.
They're from Ohio as well. Okay. Well, again, we just appreciate you young ladies coming in. We're very excited. Like I said, we talked about how Wayne County has this deep tradition of majorettes. We joke all the time we put more majorettes on college campuses than we do football players. I mean, we've got girls at Georgia Southern, South Carolina, you name it. So if you had is that a goal of y'all's to make it to the collegiate level?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I know where you want to.
I want to go to UGA.
I know that.
All right, she wants to go to UGA.
No doubt about that.
So you're 2 years away from that. And, yeah.
How about you girls?
I want to go to UGA and be a feature twirler.
Okay.
So do I.
So all three want to go to Athens. That's good.
3 future dogs here, Bob. This is really good.
Well, we've got a long line of ladies that twirled at Georgia. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
We put a lot of young ladies in. When you go to football games, Sanford Stadium, you always look out there, and there's one or two girls from Wayne County twirling that baton. So it's a good, deep tradition. So I didn't get to ask you, how was your experience in the Netherlands? She said she did some educational things. What did you do educational? Or did you do anything entertaining?
Well, it was really fun. It was a long plane ride to get there, but when we got there, we got to go out into the city, and they had this really big, amazing church there,
It was super pretty to go in and see, and they also had a lot of really good food there. They had these really good croissants, and we went to this ice cream place, and it was so cute because they put the little macaroon cookies on top of the ice cream. It was really good, and so it was just a really good experience for me.
Was the food good?
They'll put an egg on everything.
An egg on everything.
Yes.
There was mayonnaise. They put it on everything. They had it on sandwiches, on French fries. Mayonnaise is not mine. No.
I feel like I lived off of bread the whole entire week.
Oh, did you have any language problems communicating with folks?
Pretty much everybody spoke English, so it was
Okay.
pretty easy.
Okay, well, good.
But it was interesting when you were walking around the arena at the competition and, like, someone would come up to you and, like, they know you were from America and they know that Americans don't speak any other language.
Right. We have
and
our
then
warning.
they'd come up and try, like, Italians and French do not speak hardly any English at all. So it is so hard to communicate with them.
Wow.
I actually got, like, a France cape because I just wanted a picture with them because I've been trying to talk to them, and they gave me, like, their cape. So I have a big cape that says France on the back of it.
Myron was showing me some pictures of the big, huge windmills over there for that create power. Were they as big as Myron was saying? Were they huge?
They were
really big.
Just huge windmills over there. Not your old traditional windmills you think of the Netherlands. These are the big, tall, white
Like
ones.
turbines?
With the big turbines, yeah.
They were everywhere.
And they create a lot of electricity. You were telling me it was for you could thousands of homes. One of these things could these turbines could could create power for. Anything about the Netherlands that kind of stood out that was different from the United States that you said, wow, this is really different from home?
Their food was different.
Their downtown area, like Emmy was saying, it just kept going and going. Like, you'd turn a corner and there'd be like 10 times more.
It was really big.
They also had a TK Maxx instead of a TJ Maxx.
The J's turned into K's for some reason there, and so it was a TK Maxx instead of a TJ Maxx.
Like, same logo, same everything, except it was TK Maxx instead of TJ Maxx.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. We appreciate you girls coming. I know you hated missing class this morning to come in. I know you were anxious to get back to school, so we'll let you go. But thank you so much for coming in. Once again, congratulations. You make us all proud here in Wayne County.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Just again, thanks again, and congratulations on bringing home the titles.
Thank you, Mr. Rob.
Thank you.
Okay. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. We'll be back with more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment here on Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM, Big Dog Country Radio.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast. Mostly sunny, light southwest wind, 50% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms, highs low 90s. Partly cloudy, chance of evening showers and thunderstorms, low 70s for tonight. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a 40% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms, mid-90s. And Thursday, showers and thunderstorms become likely in the afternoon. Georgia Chief Meteorologist John Weatherby in the Georgia 811 Weather Center. Contact 811 before you dig.
Take a step forward in the right direction with a new career. Contact us here at Jessup Broadcasting about our current openings for account executives, full-time or part-time. You will be trained to offer local businesses effective radio and digital advertising and marketing solutions. You will earn salary plus commission. Call or text to set up an interview at 912-427-3711. 912-427-3711. Call weekdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and ask for Mr. Hubbard. Text us anytime. You can also send resumes to cwhubbard@bellsouth.net. cwhubbard@bellsouth.net. Begin a new and rewarding career with WIFO and WLOP Radio. Jessup Broadcasting, an equal opportunity employer. We look forward to hearing from you. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. We continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO. We go from majorettes to cross-country.
Cross-country, yeah.
That's right. What we got going on here, Bob?
Well, the cross-country season gets underway this Saturday with the Peach State preview in Hazelhurst. We got the new cross-country coach in for Wayne County High School, and we'll let you just introduce yourself. You brought some runners with you. So, Coach, appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having us. My name is Preston Kunda. I'm the coach who gets to take over for the legend Wayne Broadhead, so a difficult task in front of me. I brought with me Ashlyn and Timothy, who are both returning runners from last year.
Okay. And tell us a little about your coaching history at Wayne County High School.
My coaching history is very short. Last year I coached the distance runners for track upon Coach Broadhead's retirement, and kind of passed the baton on to me to be cross-country coach as well.
Okay.
I understand we got a lot of runners on the team this year. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Right now we have 29 runners on the roster.
And
so
what's the breakdown between female and male on that? Do you have any of that?
Almost 50-50, which is very fortunate for us.
There's a lot more guys.
Getting females has been always a challenge to come out and run, so we've been very blessed to have a good turnout this year.
Yeah, it's got a great course here at Wayne County.
Probably one of the best in Southeast Georgia.
I know. That's what Coach Broadhead said to go all around, and people just love our course.
They do. We've got our first meet in a week and a half, and I've got 18 teams signed up.
Man, so 18,
yes, sir.
Let me ask you one final. We talked about this earlier. When I talked to you, for some reason, BC's got the region meet. Do we know where there's courses at in Savannah?
No, sir. We're still waiting for some clarification on what's going to happen with our region event. Several of the coaches have been discussing it, and our AD, Justin McDonald, is doing a great job of trying to get with the other ADs to get all the logistics worked out so we know where we're having our region meet at.
Right.
Do they have a course?
They have from what I understand, they have a great course, but there's some construction going on at the school.
Oh, okay.
And so it doesn't look like it may be available for the actual region event.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of reluctant to turn over the reins.
They're looking for another one temporary?
They're looking for somewhere else to have it, but we really needed to know where we're going. We can't practice on a course and run region on it for the first time. It's just not fair to the kids.
Okay.
This means you got two runners in here. Go ahead and introduce yourself. We'll start with the female first. Ladies first.
My name is Ashlyn. I'm a...
Ashlyn who?
Pittman.
Okay, Ashlyn Pittman.
I was a previous varsity cross-country runner.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade. I'm a sophomore. Yes, sir.
And who are your parents?
My parents are Erica Wilkins and Dennis Pittman. My brother graduated Austin Cruz a few years ago. So.
Okay, how long have you been running?
I've actually been running since 8th grade. I started in 8th grade, and I fell in love with it, and I'm just all for it now.
Well, you're looking at two former distance runners in high school. Him up at Stone Mountain, me here at Wayne County.
Yes, sir.
And so glad that you're doing that. I wish they had a cross country back when I was at Wayne County High School, but glad that you're doing it. And what do you look forward to this season?
I look forward to really just putting all of our effort into every single one of our meets. I think we definitely have the ability to win region and definitely advance to state. I'm really looking forward to state and region. So.
And the young man, move the microphone over there, please, and introduce yourself.
I'm Timothy Kunda. I'm a returning varsity runner from last year. I'm in 10th grade.
So I assume you're the son of the coach.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're a lucky one.
So,
how long have you been running?
I think I started running distance in 8th grade, too.
Oh, okay. All right. And I know that as each year as you go by from 9th to 10th, 11th to 12th, you're always trying to beat the personal best.
Yes, sir.
And so do you think that you'll be able to take a few minutes off of last year's, at least maybe 2 minutes or something like that?
Yes, sir. That is my goal. I'm trying to get at about a minute and a half or more off. So
okay. Well, good.
Coach, we're in this new region. Who are the strong cross-country teams in the region? Do we know?
Yes, sir. Southeast Bullock with Coach Pitts is very strong. She's got 40 or 50 runners on her team and a lot of community support. And the Islands is working very hard, and they've got, I want to say, 30-plus runners on their team. And
all their school, I mean, all their sports at the Islands are really improving.
And, of course, Benedictine's always going to be strong, especially they do PT every morning together.
They go out and recruit as well. They do football players? Not just
yes, they do.
They do what, football players?
Recruit.
Recruit.
I just wonder if they recruit runners like that.
They should be 6A.
Yeah. I still can't believe last year when that boy from Long County was playing for him, he signed at Georgia as a baseball player. And I looked at Joe. I said, how in the hell did he get from Long County to Savannah? Why didn't he come from Long County to Wayne County? I don't know.
They're allowed to recruit. They're a private school.
So do they give out athletic scholarships? Because it costs to go there. It's a private school.
I'm not sure of the exact details. I just know that that was part of their reclassification because they're a much smaller school than we are. But they get classified as a higher school because however many players are outside their region.
Okay.
That they bring in.
Every time I think of BC, I think of the legendary John Donalds. He despised BC.
Yeah.
I mean,
but BC's all guys. You seem like you would have to say, let's take a look at the gender breakdown between BC and, let's say, Wayne County or South Effingham or something like that. Cause
the GHSA uses a complicated formula to calculate all that, and Coach McDonald would be the one to give you that information, not me.
All right.
So this first meet, this Peach State preview in Hazelhurst, where's that run at? We're in Hazelhurst. Most people are familiar with Hazelhurst when you drive in Hazelhurst.
It's a golf course that they actually use, or an old farm type area that they use. It's a beautiful course. I went with them last year when they ran it. The event's very well put on. They'll have 25 to 30 teams there. And
good competition.
We'll get a good feel where we're at this early in the season. Again, just like football and other sports, it's when you get to regions and stuff that matter. Well, for cross country, it's the region event that matters. So, into October is if that's whenever the actual date comes up, that's the only event that counts. And so, if we're able to be in the top 4 of the 6 teams in the region, we move on to state. And so, that's our goal: is to be prepared for that and build up and get better every week up to then.
You said Wayne County's had success in cross country. Any returning runners that from last year's team that are going to have good years for us?
I think so. I've got Samuel Steele, who excellent runner. I believe he was in sub-20s last year. Timothy was at 1931 last year. Logan Symington, excellent runner. He'll be sub-20s. Dallas Sapp, sub-20s. So we'll have a strong male team. The girls team, kind of want to keep my mouth closed, but I think we're really going to do great. We've got several returning runners that are going to do well. Ashland, Malaysia, and Malaysia Ingram, Zoe Ingram.
It's good to see the numbers out because sometimes last year, like I said, they didn't have enough girls to
get credit.
Right, you have to have so many girls compete in the race to be able to compete as a team. And sometimes they didn't have enough girls to.
Well, I have to mention Zoe and Priscilla Ortiz are my returning seniors, and Corey Rooks, who was not on the team last year, but he has run before, is a returning senior. And Corey's doing great, offering leadership on the team. He's also a basketball player. Priscilla does soccer. So these are multi-sport athletes who are doing really well.
I tell people all the time, if you get a chance to go watch one of these meets, it's a lot of fun.
It is.
The public's always invited to come watch it. They always get a good crowd, but it's a very nice laid out course, and I think everybody comes. They compliment the course and just like running on the course. But it's always fun to go to the event and watch it how it starts and finishes, and just it's fun to watch.
Coach Broadhead has graciously agreed to be my timer for this year to give me the opportunity to coach. Why I learned to do there's much more to coaching cross country than I imagined, and he did a great job of juggling all the hats involved in the job. But he's graciously offered to help this year, and I've got a community coach, Garth Barton, who's helping. So, and Mark Santana from Calvary Baptist is coming out helping us, give us some pointers too. So
guys with some experience then.
Yep, we got some people coming out. Yep.
Is all the courses 5K that run on?
There are some events that they do 2K, but we're not participating in.
So it's all 5K. And for people who don't know, K is 3.1 miles.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so I didn't know if they were different. Are there any obstacle type courses that you run just for the fun of it during the course of the season?
There are races, but this year we're focusing on mainly getting the core of the team built. Mm-hmm. We may enter into a race in Richmond Hill. That's they call it the War. Where it's a relay of them constantly running. Oh. The kids want to participate in it.
It's called the War?
The War.
What do you mean constantly running?
Basically, they run. The teams are constantly running. They're doing a relay. Like Timothy may run a mile, and then he hands the baton off to another runner who runs a mile. Then another runner runs a mile. Whoever finishes the most miles in a certain amount of time wins the race.
Okay, so it's a timed event, and whatever team has the most distance. Miles wins.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And there are some mud 5Ks. We did not participate that in July. Mm-hmm. We weren't quite ready.
Okay.
But I'm even thinking about trying to do one here, a mud 5K.
A mud 5K. Now, where would you do the mud? Of course, when it rains, we have plenty of mud out there in front of the tennis courts.
It's kind of a natural around here, but there's another cross-country course at one of the middle schools that's already kind of muddy.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of talking about maybe doing it over there just to have something fun. And we're also going to look at in February or March doing the inaugural Wayne Broadhead Invitational Run. That we're going to make it a community event, 5K, 1 mile fun run, things like that.
And when's that going to be?
February or March. We're still working on the schedule.
Before track season?
It'll be before track.
Speaking of the track season, have you two runners had a chance to run on the new track yet?
Yes, sir.
Does it make your feet smile?
Yes, sir.
It's much better than running on the pavement at the stadium.
It is, isn't it? It is. You get on one of those tracks that are made, it's a lot easier on the hips and the knees and the feet and everything else, and can improve your time, and it's just so much better on the body when you get a track that's specifically made for running.
Yes. Both of these young people ran track for us last year on distance.
Okay. So
and
a mile and 2 mile, both of you. Okay. Both of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And the 800 relay, which they went to.
Well, should I say the 1600 and the 3200.
Yes. So they did very well.
Oh, good. I'm glad that y'all like the new track. It looks gorgeous out there. It's going to be good to be able to host, Coach. I know back to having track meets here in Wayne County High School, because it's been so many years since we've been able to host one.
I believe they're working on the first meet. We've got a new track coach, Coach Jones, and I've talked to him a couple of times, and he's already putting things together and working on getting track season ready. Of course, he's got football to deal with now, but
right.
I think we're going to have another good track season.
Yeah, got to have the long jump, the triple jump, and the high jump, and pole vault, and the track,
and our throwers,
and the throwers, the discus, and the all that. Like it used to be years ago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I think we'll be highly competitive.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. But cross country is what we're talking about right now. And when do y'all compete next?
We compete this Saturday in Hazelhurst at the Peach State Preview.
Okay. And then the first home
meet will be August 18th. The meet will start at 5 o'clock, and we invite everybody to come out. We will have concessions and things going on. Free admission, but we are charging for parking.
Oh, you are charging for parking?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're a non-revenue sport, so we kind of have to generate a little bit of income to help pay for all these things that we do.
Okay. All right. Bob, anything else for our guests this morning?
Just appreciate y'all coming in. Yeah, look forward to the cross-country season. Like I said, it's one of the fall sports and a lot of races. But like I said, if you've never been to a home cross-country meet, August 18th is the first one, and it's just a lot of fun.
How much is the parking going to be?
$5 per car.
$5 per car. Now, how are you going to enforce that? Because you can park all over the place. Honesty. Okay. You're on the honor system.
Yes, sir.
Just
that's what
slap $5 on to help the cross-country team out, folks.
That's what we're looking for.
Okay. All right. I know y'all anxious to get to high school. Getting that first class there. And thanks so much for coming in, and good luck this year. Both sophomores this year. I mean, y'all got 3 more years. It's going to be interesting to see y'all develop over the next 3 years.
Appreciate you guys having us.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck, Coach. Anything else, Bob? All right. World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM. And we'd like to let you know that our Butch and Bob shows are podcast. I'm recording it right now. And by noon today, this show should be on our website at bigdogcountry.com. Bigdogcountry.com. Just scroll down till you see B&B show, and there should be today's show. Because we've had a really good one today with these majorettes and with the cross-country team. And the world famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and by First Southern Bank.